Hi, Disneylanders with special needs. This is Ashley Jones coming at you with part 5 and 6 of the Disneyland scripted series of different Disneyland lands. Sorry for the pause I had just for a second. I had to look at the script and make sure I was getting the right information for today's video start. Today we're going to be talking about New Orleans Square in Disneyland, including the attractions, including the rides, and the restaurants. Okay, so now we're going to get into New Orleans Square officially opened on July 24th, 1966. Then, the other thing that was official for New Orleans Square was that not long after New Orleans Square opened, in December of 1966, Walt Disney died of lung cancer, so he did not fully get to experience all of what New Orleans Square had to offer. He did not get to see the completion of a couple attractions, including Pirates of the Caribbean, which was the last ride Walt Disney personally supervised. On the other hand, he never got to see its completion or ride the ride. The Haunted Mansion was talked about before it officially reopened in 1969. So now let's go into some of the other things that happened in New Orleans Square. So, the restaurants are also very important to this area, and they will include the French Market restaurant. I have to look at my script once in a while to tell you what everything is, so I apologize. The French Market restaurant, I believe it was open originally with New Orleans Square. If you have the opening date, Disneylanders with special needs, and can comment on when that was, that will be wonderful. Okay. So then we have the Mint Julep Bar in New Orleans Square. The Mint Julep, if I have the correct way it's prepared, it's like a mint extract or a mint juice and some lemonade and peppermint leaves, I believe, are the garnish. So if anybody can tell me exactly how the mint julep is prepared, let me know. It seems like an interesting drink, but I don't know if I would like it, because as many people say, it's an acquired taste. Okay, then we have Cafe Orleans. Cafe Orleans is a very interesting restaurant. I really did like that they have some interesting dishes. On the other hand, I'm not huge on Creole food all that much because I'm not raised to really get into it. So, on the other hand, sorry for a second. It looks like our dog is doing something. Anyway, sorry. I may have to end up pausing this again because I'm getting a little distracted. On the other hand, I did try a little bite of the gumbo, only to say it maybe wasn't my favorite food, because as I said, I'm not really used to Creole dishes. So tell me down below what your favorite dishes at the Cafe Orleans is. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Royal Street Veranda. I have never been there. So that was open, I believe, in 1966 or 1967. This land is tricky for me because I have not really gotten the chance to eat in that area before. So if any of you can talk about the restaurants in New Orleans Square, what your favorites are, and, you know, about the food experiences, that would be great. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is the Blue Bayou Restaurant. The Blue Bayou Restaurant is an incredible restaurant that is opened where you get to watch people on Pirates of the Caribbean. I am actually going to try to get reservations for the Blue Bayou when New Orleans Square and the rest of Disneyland officially reopen. I'm excited to try some of their dishes at the Blue Bayou. Possibly trying the rack of lamb. If anybody has eaten at the Blue Bayou before, share your experiences and your great positive or not so positive reviews down below in the comments. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is the most exclusive restaurant in Disneyland that you cannot get into unless you have big buku bucks or you know somebody. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous Club 33 at Disneyland. Club 33 is so exclusive that supposedly it costs over $25,000 to join, plus yearly initiation fees, and it mostly has served celebrities, guests of different celebrities, and rich people. So, not much information I can give you on this one. So, 21 Royal is another one that kind of makes me go, what's that? I've never eaten at these places, so all I can say is 21 Royal might be a really nice restaurant in New Orleans Square. Comment down below if you've eaten there. Okay, so this one is a little different because I wasn't able to get a lot of insight about this area. My safety tips for this part are going to be as follows. The Pirates of the Caribbean attraction at Disneyland is a boat ride, and there are a couple drops as well as a lot of scenes in the dark, as well as lighted scenes that you can see a lot of pirate characters. Johnny Depp from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and a parrot at the end near the end of the ride. He drives me nuts now because I got stuck near the annoying parrot at the end of Pirates of the Caribbean for 15 minutes. So, if you get stuck there or have in the past, share your experiences down below where you have gotten stuck. It's not very fun to get stuck in Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. The other thing you need to know about Pirates of the Caribbean is you will be most likely getting damp or wet, depending on the time of day and the season. If you are sensitive to getting your clothes wet, I would recommend putting on a poncho, a jacket, or a raincoat if you can afford those items, and take them on the ride to wear if you're sensitive to water effects. Okay, now we're going to go into the safety tips for Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is a little bit harder for those with autism and other special needs to board, depending on your ability level. My balance is okay, but sometimes I do have a challenge with moving floors and some other things, as I mentioned before. I can get on to Haunted Mansion as well as maybe some people with special needs can. I always make sure I have somebody behind me or holding my hand, just in case I accidentally, stumble a little bit or may have trouble with the ride that day. It's not too bad though. You'll be fine as long as you watch your step. Be careful boarding the vehicles as well, because it is a moving floor system, an Omnimover ride system. And you will need to know that you do not get out of your doom buggy at any time unless directed by a cast member if there is an in-show exit. What's an in-show exit, you might be asking? Okay, an in-show exit may be given by a cast member if by any chance you need to evacuate the rides due to a problem with the ride, or something is really wrong and they can't let the ride continue. This can also include if, yes, as I mentioned in another video, people have tried to spread the ashes of their loved ones on the Haunted Mansion. Please, Disneylanders with special needs, please tell people that you know that spreading the ashes of their loved ones is not allowed at any ride, but especially not this one at Disneyland. And thank you for listening to that message. Okay. The other thing about safety on Haunted Mansion is that by any chance if somebody with special needs or young guests with special needs or just regular, young kids get spooked for any reason on this attraction, whether it's the regular version or the Nightmare Before Christmas version of Haunted Mansion, it's really okay to, express you're scared to your party, but please don't ruin the experience for anybody by trying to get out of the ride. There are cameras watching you all over the ride, and if they sense a guest is going to try to stand up in their doom buggy, the ride will automatically stop. The guests then may be escorted off the ride or asked to remain seated with their arms, legs, and other body parts inside the vehicles, or it might even be necessary for the cast members to tell them to sit down and not try that again. They will eventually have to also stop the ride if guests are being unruly, or if somebody is taking too long to board their doom buggy, either with a mobility assistance protocol, such as a guest hand or a wheelchair system. Please let the cast members know ahead of time if you have mobility issues and need assistance, so they can make sure the ride moves like it's supposed to. Okay, Disneylanders with special needs, that's going to do it on this part of the scripted video series. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day. Bye.